Okay, just a little message before I go. I mean, I'll pull cards on whatever I'm saying. I'm just going to shuffle while I talk about this. I just want to explain the dangers of getting readings on someone else. Just like in the tarot community, they always say it's up to your interpretation, right? So if you're getting readings on someone, you're not gonna get the right message because it's not meant for you to understand. Just like with the dream I just had, right? Like I'm thinking like a kidnapping of a child type of thing, right? But when I come in and sit down and think about what it was to interpret my dream, I realized that it wasn't like a actual, well, it wasn't an actual kidnapping, right? It's like a wild goose, it was like a wild goose chase kind of thing, you feel me? Like everybody's looking for, like the child was, okay, I'm just gonna use me, I'm putting it in the context of me so you will understand. Okay, so I had a dream, 1, 2, 3, of a kidnapping, right, of a child, right? But when I broke it down and looked into the dream, it was like me as a person, someone trying to steal what I have. Maybe they got a reading, or just like because the magician was there, yeah, and the moon was under there. Like, yeah, they, like I said, dark magic. Like somebody could have been just like getting readings or things like that from somebody, could be, yeah, from somebody that wasn't 0202 of the highest white light. You feel me? Like they can't nobody tell you like what's for someone, because it will always change. You know what I mean? Like anything can change. I can say right now, I can see that it's gonna rain. Well, that's not a good one, but I can see now that at 2 o'clock you're gonna get a phone call. Okay, but what if a power outage just happened? You feel me? Like ain't no phone call. Like anything could shift it, or just the slightest thing can fuck it up. Like I can't remember like a timeline, right? If you try like when people do time travel, you seen in these movies, like if you change just like the slightest thing, it'll mess up the whole timeline. So confirmation, you'll get a whole new outcome will happen, right? So say if, okay, for instance, say if this person was supposed to get, because the Ace of Pentacles, say if this person was supposed to get a large amount of money, right? And instead of that person getting that large amount of money, you take it, right? So even though that person didn't get that large amount of money, 333, like you change the timeline for that person. So this person still is going to get a large amount of money or a great fortune, but you just changed how this person is going to get it. Yeah, okay, so like I was saying, so you basically just change how this person would get their great fortune. Like it's still coming to that person, but it's just going to change how. And like you know how you just like with the water hose, if you just like you in different places you just cut it off, but eventually the hose is it's gonna be so much pressure built up that when it's finally released, it's just gonna, like, it's gonna be big, you feel me? That type of energy. So you should be mindful when getting readings on people, because if it's not for your interpretation, you're not gonna know what it is, you're not gonna understand how it is or anything, and you don't know who that person is truly to themselves. Like if this is a person that's money oriented, like say this person is like not money oriented but money hungry, like greedy for money, 111, and this person isn't, right? So when you hear, if you're getting a reading on somebody and you hear great fortune, you're gonna automatically think, because from your standpoint of who you are, you're gonna automatically think about money, versus if somebody who doesn't think about money or isn't money hungry, they would think about like maybe a job could be their great fortune, you know what I mean? Like something that's, they're not gonna be thinking money. Like they could think money, but it's not gonna be like, oh my God, I'm getting money, that type of thing. Because when most people hear great fortune or unexpected income, their first mind 0202 is to think money, when it necessarily might not even be the case. A great fortune or unexpected income, it could be an idea, like I said, it could be a job, it could be something, confirmation. It's gonna be like anything that could 222 great wealth in the long run instead of instant, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say about that. I don't know why I was supposed to say that, but
you know, imitation is the best form of flattery, right? You ever been friends with a bitch or hung around a bitch and you realize like she was in low-key competition with you? It's like everything that you do or shit that you told her you about to do, a bitch try to beat you to it or do it bigger than you. You could be telling the bitch your future endeavors and all the shit that you plan on doing, and before you know it, here come her doing the same shit that y'all talked about when the bitch ain't had no clue at even doing that. Some hoes like be so jealous of you. Them hoes act concerned just to be nosy. Like a bitch will be around you literally every day just to see what your next move is, so they could try to beat you to it. Bitches don't even be realizing the sacrifices you took and how hard it is to be you. Like the shit that you had to do to become the person that you is, but a bitch trying to walk in your shoes. Like that shit be scary. Like you could tell a bitch, oh, I'm finna grind up real hard and get me a new car. A few conversations later, a bitch will turn around and say, oh, my birthday coming up. Girl, I think I'm gonna just go ahead on and get me a new car. Or you could be like, oh, bitch, I got a plug on some hair. I'm gonna start selling hair. A bitch will come back and be like, girl, I bought me a vendor's list. They got good hair on there for cheap, bitch. I might start selling hair. Like them hoes be jealous of you, and you gotta watch them because it is scary. Them type of hoes have been told your man your business and all the shit that you do when you not around him. Them hoes, some of them don't even go tell a nigga directly. They end up saying the shit indirect, knowing that it's gonna get back to your nigga. Like, you got to be careful with them type of hoes. It is scary. Them hoes will do anything to take you out the spot. And hoes like that will do anything to stay in the limelight. It's getting too loud, y'all. You got to start recognizing them hoes who want to be in competition with you. And hoes like that, we really be fucking with them type of hoes for real. And we have to constantly tell these hoes and remind these hoes like, bitch, I wish the best for you. And there's two reasons why we could never be in competition with each other. Because for number one, I definitely don't want to be you. And for number two, you could never be me. Y'all got to start peeping them type of hoes who thrive off your energy. Shit getting too loud. Y'all got to stop acting like jealousy only exists in friendships or jealousy only comes from your hater. Jealousy exists in your relationships too. You could be in a relationship with a person that's jealous of you. You could be in a relationship with a person who does not have your best interests at heart. Just because a person tell you they love you or fuck you good, spend time with you, that don't mean they ain't jealous of you. I done been in a relationship with a bitch that was jealous of me. People be jealous of their mate because how people perceive them. Sometimes you could be in a relationship with a person who had a hard life, but just because you so happy, they hate that for you. They always trying to control you. And you start to believe that maybe they ain't jealous. They just a very controlling person. No, jealousy is a controlling person. They try to pick and choose your friends. They try to tell you that your family don't mean you no good. Before you know it, they done pulled you away from everybody just to get the attention off of them. Just so you could be blinded by the shit that they doing to you. Sometimes you get fake love confused with real love because you want to see the good in a person. You could be sleeping with the enemy for years And whole time you overlooking it because you love them. Jealousy is in relationships. I done been in a relationship with somebody and it seems like nothing was going good in my life because I was connected to somebody who had an evil spirit. But just as soon as that relationship was over, it's like God opened up the floodgates. Everything started raining down in my favor. You got to be cautious these days with dealing with people. You got to be able to read body language and take it for what it is. Jealous person will try to do anything to blind you. They always want to make you think everybody else against you and not them. Jealousy does exist in relationships.